Alright, hello YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And if you are a returning viewer, and I've been looking around on my channel and noticed that a lot of you are returning viewers. If you like the video, if you like what I'm doing here on this channel, please take the time to like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you will be notified when I have new videos go up. So last night, I attended Silver Scream Con for the first time, and what that is it is a horror convention in Worcester. Worcester's about like 20 minutes from me. It is a convention that focuses purely on horror. Like horror movies, horror movies, all things horror, basically. So you have, you have everything from, like horror t-shirts to posters to, just, like everything that you could ever want, in horror form, basically. And I went there last night for the first time, and I had an absolute blast. They did have celebrities there, and I did manage to get a few autographs. There were a few people that I missed. Matthew Lillard, for example, I wasn't able to see him, unfortunately. I was really, really hoping to see him, but by the time I got there, tickets were already sold out, and by the end of the con, he actually had to leave early, so I wasn't able to see him, unfortunately. But I did get a lot of, I got a pretty good amount of stuff here. So if you have been with me before for my Comic-Con, haul videos, it's going to be the same type of thing. I'm going to do autographs first, and then everything else. So let's get started. First up, we have the Terrifier 2. But if you look closely, it is signed by Damien Leone, the creator of the Terrifier series. And here we have I think his name is David Harton Thornton, the Art the Clown himself. So this, obviously, I won't be wearing. This will go, up on my wall somewhere, framed, or, somewhere along those lines. And then here we have we have some books here. We have some autographed books. We have a book here called Pieces. This is about a serial killer. Different, I think it's like different, I think it's like different connecting stories about this serial killer, and it is autographed. It is autographed right here. And then here we have another book by the same author called Mr. Blue Stick. And this book, from what I understand, it's about a girl named Lily who supposedly has an imaginary friend, but after she goes missing, everybody learns that her friend actually wasn't imaginary after all. So that sounds like a pretty interesting read. And then here we have a book called Patriots Dance, and it is signed by the author. It is signed by the author right here. This is a book basically about terrorism during 9/11, and obviously the anniversary of 9/11 just happened recently, so I thought that I would grab this. And then here we have, and like I did say before, they did have celebrities at this con. So here we have the original Dawn of the Dead, signed by Tom Savvy, who was one of the special effects, creators, for the movie. So he signed it right here. We have Christopher Nelson, who was one of the VFX, special effects guys for Halloween 2018. And we have Day of the Dead here, signed by Greg Nicotero, who was also one of the special effects guys for not just Day of the Dead, but also you'll probably know him from like his work on The Walking Dead, the original Spawn movie in '98. He's supposed to be coming back. He's supposed to be working on the new Spawn movie. That McFarlane and Blumhouse have been trying to get off the ground for like 7 years now. So whether or not that movie will ever get made, your guess is, as good as mine. But, fingers crossed that it does. But anyway, and then if you remember my Red Dead Redemption, cup that I got, that I showed off at, from Rhode Island, I think it was last year, that very same person, was at this one, so I grabbed this, and yes, it is a Scream, it is a Scream-made, cup, so it has... So you have, Sydney on there, you have, you have Billy Loomis on there, and you have, Stu on there. And I'm such a huge, Scream fan. I was like, you know what, I have to get this. And then we also have some books here, or I should say more books, but these are actually superhero, novels. Spider-Man, The Venom Factor. Spider-Man, The Octopus Agenda. From what I understand, this is a sequel to The Venom Factor. The Ultimate Spider-Man. And you can probably tell that these are old books. And here we have a couple of horror comics. The Unpleasant Mr. Sniff and a Black Honey. Also a horror comic. This is like horror short stories. And then we have some t-shirts here. And I usually don't buy t-shirts just because, they're so expensive, but considering that, the t-shirts was one of the main focus of this con, and the fact that I obviously really, really, really wanted some horror t-shirts. So here we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Exorcist, and we have also, me being, the Scream fanatic that I am, we also have a Scream t-shirt. And that is it. That is what I got. So let me know what you guys think of all this. Let me know what you think of what I got. Have you read, any of these books? What do you think of the shirts? What do you think of the autographs? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.